Thanks, everybody. This is what I want to talk about today. So I look and I say we're all salespeople, and I think we tend to make sales a little harder than it needs to be. Why? We spend too much time in our head. So today I just want to break down and say, here's 3 things that you can tackle today that will help you to sell something. Okay? Everybody's got goals. Everybody wants to sell something, but I want you to get out of your own way. Okay, can we all do a gut check moment real quick? There's a statement up here, and I want you to read it. You read it, go through. I'm excellent at handling prospects and converting them into customers. There's 3 things on the right side. Choose which one of those 3 is more applicable to you. The fact we're here means C should not matter, okay? You can't say it doesn't matter if I sell anything or not. So reading that, what is number 1? I can say that's my situation today. B says, I wish I could say it's my situation. So who here wishes that that was their situation? That they were really good at it? Be honest with yourself, right? It's a gut check moment. Thank you for being honest. Okay, who says A is my answer? I'm really good, I knock it out the park all the time. Okay, if A is your answer, rate yourself on a 1 through 5, 1 being I'm pretty consistent and I can do it, or a 5 that says I need no help. I know it all. Okay? If you're a 5, go ahead and take a break. We're good. Nothing I say is going to help. Okay? Everybody else, I think this is going to be for you. So all I want you to do is we got to the point we have a baseline to start looking at. Here's the first thing, number 1, that you're going to put down there. I need you to change language. We talked about before that words matter. In sales, we tend to screw things up. I view sales as 2 things. The first thing I view sales as is it's your ability to give a prospect a logical explanation for their emotional decision. Okay? You want them to make an emotional decision. Think everybody, as you guys sell solar, I know there's a lot of automotive people. I love automotive. That's where I got a lot of my experience from. But I always think the person you're talking to owes grandma $5,000. Already borrowed it. Okay? Now you're going to tell them I need $5,000 down. I'm going to need that money. What explanation can you use for them so that they can go tell grandma why they didn't give it to her? Because you know she's watching every penny they spend. Okay? And in the automotive space, I always said, man, it's going to be really bad if you go put $5,000 down on a new car and you owe grandma $5,000. Because you pull up and she's like, where'd that come from? Okay? So give them that explanation. Okay? I have to have them there. I also want you guys to understand that what you say puts a picture in the head of the person you're talking to. Are you controlling that picture, or are you just throwing out words? Okay? I had a guy that when I was training, his team in the automotive space would get people to go through, find a vehicle, they'd go do their little walk around, but nobody took a test drive. And when I asked him, I said, could you show me what you're doing? Because statistically, this is so off. And he said, oh yeah, I'm going to tell you, it's a great thing. He goes over, pops the hood, says, sees the crumple zones? So when you get in an accident, this stuff's going to crumble up. It's got liquid-filled motor mounts. Why? Because the engine will fall to the ground instead of going in and crushing your feet. And he goes, and right now there's these little hooks up in the front. And those hooks cause the hood to bend instead of going through the windshield and cutting your wife's head off. Okay? I don't know what cars you guys are seeing, but you all just witnessed a whole bunch of really painful situations, and either a cripple or somebody's got no head, and he'd pop the trunk, and what would he say, just like in all the movies? You see that? You could put like 4 dead bodies in there. Okay? So now you go, does anybody want to go drive in the car where you lost your feet, your spouse is decapitated, and you have 4 dead bodies in your trunk? Couldn't you change it and say, look at that, a whole Costco run fits in there? Okay? All you guys are going, oh, Costco run, yeah, I know, I spend too much money there. You're all buying too much toilet paper based on what I see. So understand, you got to put the right picture in their head, which is coming with the outcome. When I put that statement up before, it wasn't a question, it was a statement. So those of you that went, yeah, I'm not really a 5, and I definitely go with letter B, who told you you were not the one that was excellent at it? You did. I didn't. Can you get your prospects to tell you they need you for themselves, not you going, You need it, right? No. You give them an outcome, they go, yeah, I don't have that. Whatever it is they're doing, okay? Here's some words. I'm going to be creative with my words. The ones on the left are for cheese dick salespeople, okay? These are the people we all make fun of because they're so busy trying to sell you something they forgot, and they use words. Does anybody have a cell phone with a contract? Right? What does that tell you? You're stuck with me for how long? Don't use it. Use an agreement, right? Down at the bottom. That one's going to be, change these words that come up. Don't, talk about value. Always talk about some. Don't go, most of my customers do this. I say, some of my customers find a lot of value in this. And as soon as I say that, I'm not saying most, because then they think you're lying. Because you're trying to oversell them on something. Did everybody get that? I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys got a life. So, everything is input. Your brain cannot process negatives. Okay? I'm going to tell everybody right now, do not think of a kitten right now. Okay? What's in everybody's head? And you all have a different looking kitten because it's based on your life, it's based on your experience. So you're putting out words to people, and everything is input, just like the body's in the trunk. So don't put it out that way so that the person gets to run free with their imagination and whatever happened with them. Put it in the right way. There's 2 words I want all of us to take out of our vocabulary today and going forward. Those 2. No problem. How many of us are guilty of saying it? Okay? So, no problem. Has anyone ever, and be honest, anyone ever told somebody no problem and the person looked at you and goes, are you sure? Tell me why their hand is up. Right? Right now they're like, I don't know what the heck